Won't you please, won't you please, please won't you be my saber? Hey boys and girls, do you know what day it is? That's right, it's Lightsaber Day. Let's talk about that next, here in the Poindexter Lounge. What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now look, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my friends can get together and talk about all of the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, lightsabers, Star Wars, and so much more. And if those are things that get your lightsaber ignited, if those are things that get you up fighting Sith Lords in the morning, then you have found the right place. When I say that the Poindexter Lounge is a place where me and my friends can get together, that means you, because I truly look at you guys as my nerd family. The whole family does. We've got a great family here, and we love interacting with all of you. And look, you guys make the Poindexter Lounge special. You are the ones who make the Poindexter Lounge a place where people are excited to come and excited to interact with one another. And for that, I thank you, and I ask you, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and become part of this growing community of people, because we really do have a great community. That being said, also please hit that notification bell so that you know when we put out new videos, so that you're always around when we go live, or we do reviews or watch parties, or just any of the number of different things that we do here around the channel. That being said, today is a special day because today is Lightsaber Day. If you've been around the channel for any amount of time, you'll know Lightsaber Day is always an exciting day here at my house. And today is no different. I've got about 15 different lightsabers now, and you can find various reviews of those sabers here on the channel. That being said, I think it is time that we review this Star Wars Black Series Force Effects Elite Emperor Palpatine lightsaber. Let's do it now. All right, folks, the time has come, and we have our brand new lightsaber right here. Now, this one is a little different than the other ones, because although we still ordered this from GameStop, this one came directly to the house. It didn't have to be picked up at the store, so we actually get it in the cool cardboard box. You can see right here on the side it says Star Wars Black Series Force Effects Elite LS3 Star Wars, 2 pieces. I wonder what that means. We'll have to open this up and find out exactly what that means in just a minute. It says toys, action figures, this end up, all that good stuff, and more of that on the other side. Let's open up this box and see the box inside. And here is the lightsaber box out of the cardboard box. And we can see the artwork up here. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I have wanted the Emperor Palpatine lightsaber for so long. Now, apparently there's a force lightning effect. We'll have to see what that is. Look at this artwork detailing some of the functions of the lightsaber. Here it says Star Wars The Black Series. Oh, it's got a great picture of Ian McDiarmid as the Dark Lord himself, Emperor Palpatine. More artwork here on the side. You can see here down here, Force Effects Elite. Look at this hilt. Looks beautiful with the silver and the gold. And down here, of course, it says Emperor Palpatine Force Effects Elite Lightsaber. Here is the back of the box with even more great artwork. You see here in the middle, looks like you can clash with the lightsaber. This is Star Wars The Black Series Force Effects Elite. This is my second Elite lightsaber. I have the Darth Revan as well, and we'll compare this later. It says authentic movie sound effects, advanced LEDs, battle clash effect. Down here it says removable blade. There, of course, is the stand, real metal hilt. that it comes with, and the display stand support, just like the Darth Revan display stand that we have. Down here it says wall cutting effect, so it also has the wall cutting effect. Looking forward to that. Over here it says a force lightning effect, and so it looks like it may change color of some kind to a purplish white or something like that. We'll have to see what that is all about. Progressive ignition. I like that with the Darth Revan lightsaber, the way that it ignites. And right here it says Emperor Palpatine Force Effects Elite Lightsaber. Combining advanced LEDs and amplified sound technology, the Force Effects Elite Lightsaber is the most authentic Force Effects lightsaber yet. There it is. And then here is the bottom of the box. Nothing really there, just the UPC and some other information on the bottom. So as much as I love looking at this beautiful artwork for this saber, I am ready to open it up and see what's inside. Let's do it now. Here's how our lightsaber comes out of the box. You can see right here it's got these little plastic pieces to hold the blade in, as so. So we're going to take the blade out. And that is a nice removable blade. Over here, it just has this, this plastic overlay on top. You can take that right off. Here it has an Allen wrench. You've got your instructional booklets here, which look really cool. We'll get that out in a minute. It's got the end piece right there for the blade, the removable blade. It's got the hilt itself, and oh my gosh, this is such a nice heavy hilt. I love this. It's a nice one-handed saber, and that is nice. Over here we have a couple of clips. We'll have to see what that's all about and how those work. And here, of course, is the stand. Here are the parts that come with your lightsaber. You can see right here the stand, and then these little parts clip right in here so that you can actually use the stand. It goes right there, and then you'll see later that the hilt actually goes right in there. You have this second piece right here that goes in like so, and then that will stand up, and I'll show you that later. Here is the blade. Here is a little booklet with the instructions on here. It's got a nice picture of Palpatine right there at the front to match the artwork. Man, I love this. Right here it says Star Wars The Black Series Emperor Palpatine Force Effects Lightsaber. And on the inside it just has the instructions, and that looks really cool. Here's just some other paperwork, some warnings. It does come with an Allen wrench to make some adjustments. It's got this piece here, the end piece, so that when you put the blade, because the blade is removable and you can use just the hilt, or you can put this piece on. Now I love, look at this coloring. So you have this rose gold with the chrome, and then down here you've got a regular yellow gold with the rose gold. So when it's put together, this rose gold piece will be here at the end, and you can see how that will go. Yes, Emperor Palpatine definitely had wonderful taste, and has a little sticker on there that you can remove, but he definitely had wonderful taste. And this is just man, this is such a heavy saber, such a solid hilt, man. This is, and it's a one-handed, you know, kind of deal. You're not really gonna, I mean, I guess you could use two hands on this, but man, this is so sturdy. You got your buttons right here, your on and off buttons, and when you hold them they do different things. And you can see right here, this is for when you just want to carry the hilt itself. All right, I'm going to show you now how to display this in the stand. You just take this little piece right there, and it will go inside that hole, and then just sit upright, just like that. Looky there. And that will look really nice on your desk or a shelf somewhere. If you have the blade in, it's a little more complicated because the blade obviously, you know, is going to go, you know, way up there. But, you know, just for this, for the hilt, if this is the way that you choose to display it when you're not using it, this is really nice. And this can go on a desk or, like I said, a shelf and look really pretty with the elegant look of the saber. Now let's put the saber together. Now the first thing in putting this together that you're going to want to do is to put your batteries in the hilt. Now that being said, this is quite different than what we're used to, because usually with these cylinders they have an end piece that you just unscrew, but that's not how you get this one off at all. Now these take the regular 3 AAA batteries, as you can see here, which is nice because the old Force Effects Master replica sabers used to take 6 AA batteries. Yeah, and so I've got quite a handful of those. So those really take up a lot of battery power. But this is kind of deceiving. I got to figure out how to do this because it comes with an Allen wrench, and at first I thought, well, okay, this is pretty obvious. You got the 3 pieces here. And then of course I looked at the instructions, and it's actually just 1 underneath. So we're going to go ahead and open this up now. All right, so once you take that screw out down there, this just pops right out. You can see here, yes, it is not those 3 holes there. That's just where the sound comes out. Now here is the sound module right here with our opening for the 3 batteries. And this one does not have that little slide protector that goes over some of the other ones to keep the batteries in there. So let's go ahead and put the batteries in and then put it back together. So guess what, folks? I was absolutely wrong. I read it wrong, and it actually takes 3 AA's. So there you go. Fortunately, I have some AA's around, and they're actually Energizers, Energizer Maxes, so they are better than the ones I was going to originally put in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, look there. That actually fits. Who would have thought? All right, so then we have the batteries in our sound module. You can see here it's got this little cutaway part right here. This is the inside with the connector pieces, and down there you can see the other little triangle cutaway. You just want to line those up, put that in there like so, and go ahead and position the end piece back on. And you got to hold it on because it's spring loaded where it will just pop off. And then get the screw back in there, so you got to kind of, work together here and screw this back in. So I'm going to suggest something to you when putting this on. Obviously, I was trying to put it on and hold it right in front of the camera. But what you want to do is you really kind of want to hold it down and kind of in your lap and really make sure that you center that screw, because that screw doesn't really want to center if you're kind of off at all. And you don't want to strip it, obviously. You don't want to strip that with the Allen wrench. And then you want to make sure that you get it on nice and center, because I was having a really hard time getting it on centered. It was kind of off-centered, and I didn't want that. So now we got it on, and it's time to put in our blade. All right, to put on our blade, it's pretty simple. You just take this one off. Now you'll notice without the blade in, if you try to turn it on, it makes this sound. So it shows that it's just kind of shorting, because it doesn't have the blade in there. So all you do is unscrew the end. Make sure that you put this to the side and keep this someplace safe. So if you ever just want to carry it, for cosplay or something like that, you have it there. Now this blade does not have any kind of hilt where you can, or any kind of hook or anything where you can like hook it to a belt or anything like that. Palpatine kind of kept this up his sleeve, and it's actually been said that he had 2 of these. We don't see him use 2 in the movies, but apparently he had 2 from what I'm told. And so it would come out of a little secret place in his robe like that. So then what we're going to do is, you can see in here these little connectors, and then those connectors go into these slots. So you can see where there's a little notch right there and a little spot right there, and you simply pop it in, and then you're going to screw it in to lock it. Now you're going to take this piece down the length of the blade like so and screw it in on the end. Make sure, I learned this from my Revan saber, make sure that that is locked in nice and tight. And now it's time to go ahead and ignite our saber for the first time. And now let us ignite for the very first time our Emperor Palpatine Force Effects Elite lightsaber. Oh yeah. Look at this. Now this is really a one-handed saber. I mean, you really can't get two hands on it unless you really have small hands. Now you see here, anytime you do a jarring motion like that, you're going to get that strike, that white flash, which is cool. Also, if you hold down the green button, which is the ignite button, you're going to get something called Force Lightning effect, and this is pretty cool. You have to hold it down to keep it, but it looks like Force Lightning. It pulsates. Then when you depress it, it goes back to red. Just like that. The red button is supposed to be for blaster deflection, like that. And you get these blaster deflections up and down the blade, as you can see. If you hold it, you will get the same wall cutting effect as the Darth Revan saber, like so. You can see what that looks like right there. I really like this Force Lightning effect though. If it were not for the fact that you have to literally hold your finger on the button, it would be nice if you just had an option where you could just hit it and keep it. Other than that, it's pretty cool. So one of the things that I did want to show you in the light is the buttons themselves. You can see here that you have a green button and a red button. The green button ignites the saber, just like that, and then turns it off. If you turn it on and you hold the green button down, you get that Force Lightning effect, which is pretty cool. I dig it. Now to tap the red button, you get those blaster deflections. And then of course, if you hold it down, you get the wall cutting action, just like so. One of the things that I find is that these buttons are very, very sensitive. You can accidentally set off the wall cutting action very easily, especially if you're even just trying to hit for the blaster deflections. Sometimes it'll just turn on the wall cutting action, and you have to go through a whole process to get it off. You have to depress it, unpress it, like almost do something else, swing it around a little bit for it to understand that you want to turn it off. So it is kind of tricky and a little weird, but you know what, I dig it, and I think it's going to go really nicely with the rest of my lightsabers. Obviously it looks beautiful, and it's Emperor Palpatine's lightsaber, so You gotta love it. Hey guys, what did you think of this review? I hope that you like this review and this time that we took to go over yet another lightsaber. I love Lightsaber Day, and I hope that you do too. See, it even turns itself off after a couple of minutes. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, and let me know if you have this lightsaber or if you plan on getting this lightsaber. I would love to hear from you and your thoughts on it. Until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, saying may the Force be with you. Have fun. Don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, and always respect others. And if you do that, there will always be a place for you here in the Poindexter Lounge.
Yes, it's the perfect saber for a cult leader. The leader of the Snyder cult.
Have a great day, guys.